Welcome to Millennial Milkshake, the podcast where three quick bunnies revisit, re-experience, and review things from our childhood. My name is Colin O'Connell, and I was born in 1994.
And this is Josh DeCali. I was born in 1995.
And I'm Michelle Potter. I was born in 1997.
Yoo-hoo, guys, gals, everyone in the world. Are you ready to talk about some milk on this podcast for once? Finally, how I wonder how many episodes we're in and we're finally talking about something milk-based. I can only imagine the disappointment people have felt so far about a podcast named Millennial Milkshake, and this is the first milk-based thing we're talking about.
Yeah, we had to build up the anticipation just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, but we're not reviewing milkshakes.
Not yet. That's right.
Because we are reviewing both Nesquik and Yoo-hoo. It's a versus episode. Ding, ding. There's nothing special about versus episodes. We're just reviewing two things.
Ding, ding.
I'm excited for the head-to-head battle. I'm interested to see
me too.
who comes out victorious.
Yeah, so I suggested Yoo-hoo. Josh suggested Nesquik. So it's a little bit of a mixer-upper here. So should I just talk about Yoo-hoo, why I suggested it?
Yeah.
I just go first.
Yeah.
Right. Yoo-hoo. Bam, childhood. Like it was a staple in a lot of my school lunches. That little box in a lunch box, and you suck it down, and it's like you're drinking chocolate milk, but not really. So that's my pitch for Yoo-hoo, I guess. From what I remember, that's why I'm suggesting it. Just a lot of school lunches with Yoo-hoo in it, you know.
So let's get into Nesquik a little bit. So probably my favorite gas station drink. I mean, every time we stopped at the gas station, I would always run to that fridge, and I mean, I would vary it up. I wouldn't always go for the chocolate. I would go for either the chocolate or strawberry. Sometimes if I was feeling a little risky, the banana, which I mean, not my favorite, but you know, so I was a big Nesquik kid. I mean, hey, Yoo-hoo is great. I love Yoo-hoo, but Colin picked it first. He got there first, so I thought, why not a good battle with Nesquik? Two chocolate drinks, chocolate milky drinks.
And Michelle, what is your experience with either of these?
My experience with both of these drinks is I've never had either of them before we reviewed them. So I'm excited to talk about this. I didn't have either of these in childhood. I didn't really drink milk as a kid, so Nesquik I wasn't really into, even when my brothers would get it. And then Yoo-hoo, I just never really even heard of until I was older, maybe 13, maybe. I remember learning about it and thinking what a strange invention it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't aware, before we even suggested this, I was not aware you never tried these.
No, yeah.
Well, I'll be honest, Josh, when it comes to the bottled Nesquik, I don't think I have had it a lot. We would get the powdered Nesquik, and we actually had a little chocolate bunny thing, a little mixture thing that you put the milk in it and then you swirl it around and everything. So that's what I remember for Nesquik, but we're not reviewing that. We're reviewing the bottled.
Correct. Yeah.
Go into a gas station, get a bottle of Nesquik.
Yep. I mean, I remember both. We would buy the chocolate powder and the strawberry powder. Our house was kind of like a diverse mixture. I feel like half the house liked strawberry and then the other half liked chocolate milk. Yeah, it was a little interesting.
Did you guys ever think to mix them?
No.
A chocolate strawberry milk?
No, I haven't actually. Yeah, I don't know.
Idea.
I'm interested now.
Yeah, it is interesting because I'll be honest, not that I don't want to say that I don't like chocolate milk, because I do. Want to go on the record hard, I like chocolate milk. However, because we aren't reviewing it this episode, we're not reviewing the strawberry milk from Nesquik this episode. I was a strawberry milk boy growing up. Kindergarten, we would get or in elementary school and stuff, when you could pick your milk, I would almost always pick strawberry milk. And then Nesquik out of the bottle, I feel like I would get strawberry more often than the chocolate. There's just something about it. I think it just has more sugar. It's just a little sweeter. than chocolate milk.
Interesting. I almost feel like
so
I
yeah.
was pretty like equal. Like I don't know. I would go back and forth with what I got to the point where I feel like overall I like chocolate milk more, but I would sometimes say I like strawberry milk more. I don't know if it was that pink color that really attracted me.
It's very attractive.
But I remember me too, at school lunches, I would get those cartons of strawberry milk. I remember one time in 5th grade, I felt so fat. It was like the last day of school, or it was one of the last days of school, and I was in lunch, and no one wanted their strawberry milk. No one. They were about to like throw out a full carton, and I was like, hey, I'll take them. And I remember coming
Hey,
home
slow down.
with like 6 or 7 strawberry milks.
They had to have been warm.
So I got home to 6 or 7 strawberry milks, and I just remember saying, it's time to celebrate my last day of school. And I just drank them all.
Oh no, that's not where I thought the story was going. I thought you were going to say you like brought them home, your family, like you put them in the fridge, you had a strawberry. No, you just drank them all
I drank them all.
Did you throw up?
No, I was so happy. I mean,
That's a lot of milk.
yeah, it might have been like 6, but that's still a lot.
So much milk. Just hearing that, I want to puke.
I didn't like chug them all like
God.
within 5 minutes. I was watching TV and I just was drinking them. But yeah, it was very fat of me. But yeah, I don't think they were that cold though.
Wow. So yeah, you brought up the gas station thing. I feel like I've grabbed a Yoo-hoo or two at the gas station, the glass bottle.
I just remember like bottled Nesquik being more of a gas station thing when I would get it. Because like you said, I always had the powder in my house, so I didn't really have it like when I was home. It would just be more of like if we were out and we like stopped at a convenience store or a gas station. And I just remember seeing the 3 flavors. I remember seeing banana, strawberry, and chocolate, and I loved the cap. I don't know if you got like the ridged cap with the wrapping sealed over it. I loved peeling it and just like cracking it open, ripping the packaging. So satisfying.
Oh.
Yeah, it is very satisfying. Yoo-hoo is interesting because, again, it comes in the box, which is where I had most of it. Most of my childhood is associated with the box in lunches, like I said. And then the glass bottle, which would kind of be, you get it on your road trips or whatever. And then there's also, I don't know if you guys are aware of, there's a canned version. I feel like it comes out of, is it out of like vending machines? Almost.
Yeah.
I feel like I've only had that very few times, and I didn't have the canned version this time, but from what I remember, it's a surreal experience. It's very weird drinking a chocolate milk like product out of a can. It's very weird.
Yeah, so when I was trying to find Yoo-hoo, I really struggled like to find this. I could not find it in a bottle. All I could find in most stores was like bulk boxes of it. And I was like, yo, I just need like a quick thing of Yoo-hoo. I'm not trying to buy like a whole case here. I don't want this much Yoo-hoo. And I remember my little brother was like, there's a vending machine at Walmart. I could just like grab you one. He said it's canned though. I was like, I can't do canned. I got to do at least a box or a bottle. I'm not gonna base this review off of a can of Yoo-hoo. That doesn't do it justice.
I will not drink it in a can. I will not drink it with my hand. I will.
Thank you for reminding me, Colin. So, Michelle, I just want to come back to you real quick. So, when you were growing up, your brothers had both of these. Now, I know you weren't a milk person, but you weren't curious to just try it? What, you didn't like it? You didn't like the idea of it? You didn't want to have it here or there? What was it?
They didn't. We actually didn't have Yoo-hoo. Like, we never had that. Like, my brothers didn't have Yoo-hoo at all, ever. But I think they had, like, Nesquik chocolate milk at some point. But I just didn't like milk, so I never... Yeah, it was never like, let me try that. I was always just like, no, I'm good.
Well, that is not shocking based on what we know about you,
Yeah.
if I'm being quite honest.
I'm very excited for the end of this to hear what Michelle has to really say about it.
But before we do that, Josh, sometimes I feel so dumb, and I wish I knew more things.
You're right. I need to
Yeah.
develop my brain with some facts,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Only someone could teach us something.
the more you know, guys. The better you feel.
What's that?
The more you know. It's time for the more you know.
I remember those things on NBC. Yeah. What does that have to do with Yoo-hoo?
It's my segment. The more you know.
Oh.
About Yoo-hoo and Nesquik.
Oh.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with, I'll start with Yoo-hoo. So Yoo-hoo was first invented in 1928. It's an American brand. It's developed by a guy named Natalie Olivieri in Garfield, New Jersey. So he started by bottling like carbonated fruit beverages, and eventually he tried to do it with like chocolate milk, but he noticed that it expired really quickly. So he asked his wife to do the same thing that she does with canning like fruits and vegetables. So she applied like the same heating process techniques that she did with that. And that's how he got Yoo-hoo. He began bottling the pasteurized milk.
I just want to piggyback off that. You mentioned something very interesting. Yoo-hoo came out when? 1928? So you're telling me Yoo-hoo is the same exact age as sliced bread?
What?
Yeah, sliced bread came out in 1928, and I know that because I always say my grandma is a year older than sliced bread.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I thought it was like, you would think that was a lot older.
Mm-hmm. Does 1928 predate milk?
No, I don't think so, because
when was milk invented?
Let's quick search that. When was milk?
Sliced bread and Yoo-hoo are the same age.
When
that's insane.
Mammals came around, right?
Milk's humble beginnings. Yeah, long time ago. This says 8,000 BC. Which I don't know if that's accurate at all.
Yeah, because it's probably when mammals first came around. Mm-hmm. Speaking of mammals, they're the only animal that can get rabies, right? Just a cool thing I know, right? I don't think other animals can get rabies.
I don't know. I mean that's a cool fact. I'm over here knowing what the age of sliced bread is.
That is a fun fact.
I'm pretty sure mammals are the only ones who can get rabies, but I want to know, can like whales and dolphins get rabies too?
Oh, that's interesting.
I think I read about a dolphin that had a case of rabies, but he had gotten it on purpose. So.
Wow.
Michelle, you want to continue to teach us things?
Sure. So, Yoo-hoo is in case you're wondering what it's made from, it's primarily made from water, high fructose corn syrup, and whey. It's whey.
That's just the way.
So the original flavor was chocolate, and strawberry Yoo-hoo burst onto the scene in the 80s. And at one point there was Yoo-hoo ice pops and candy. They had like a chocolate banana and a chocolate mint flavor in the 2000s. They have all this on their website, by the way. But
There's a Yoo-hoo candy bar now, or there used to be, right?
Yeah, there used to be, but their website says they're only.
It's gross.
Yeah, it doesn't sound appetizing.
Yeah, I think I've had it. I don't think it's good.
But now they only sell like the chocolate and strawberry flavors. So Yoo-hoo had a lawsuit against them. As most like children's, as we're learning, as most children like foods that advertise that they're healthy, but they're really not.
Wait, was there one against fruit roll-ups too?
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck? Was there one against Lunchables?
I don't remember about Lunchables, but the fruit roll-ups there was, because they they put the strawberry on the bag, and the lawsuit they had to take it off because
fucking liars.
So they had a lawsuit against them because they alleged the person that sued them alleged that it contained dangerous, unhealthy, non-nutritious, partially hydrogenated oil. But Mott's, who made the drink, stood by the drink and said that it contains 7 vitamins and minerals and no preservatives. So,
no shit, it's bad for you. It's Yoo-hoo. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's where what are you trying to get out of this lawsuit,
It's
where
frustrating.
you know where you're getting into. Last fun fact about Yoo-hoo. So there was an ABC News article that mentioned that on a visit to Denver, it was rumored that Pope John Paul II liked Yoo-hoo after a spokesperson mentioned that the Pope wanted a couple cases of that American chocolate drink. So popes can't officially sponsor anything, but
What about Sean Paul? How does Sean Paul feel about Yoo-hoo?
yeah. So Sean Paul was originally the spokesperson for Yoo-hoo. No,
Go on. This is starting to sound like an Apple fact.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
You're encroaching on my copyright.
You're right. I'm gonna stop.
You're encroaching on my intellectual property. You will get a cease and desist letter in the mail.
Right. All right. Nesquik. It's made by Nestlé. Was invented a little later. It was launched in 1948 by Nestlé. They originally launched it as a chocolate-flavored milk called Nestle Quick in the U.S. and in the U.K. During the 50s, they called it Nesquik. And eventually, like other places in the world, the Nesquik name sort of caught on. In 1999, they stuck to Nesquik as like their name for the drink everywhere. Also in 99, they introduced a Nesquik cereal, which, did you guys ever have? I remember
No.
what it looked like, sort of.
I have no idea what this is.
But it was sort of like Cocoa Puffs. And the branding for it was that it just turns milk into chocolate milk.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I'm lying. Yes, we ate that a lot in the house. I don't know why I guess my brain repressed it. Yeah, we ate that a good bit in the house, actually. Holy shit, I haven't thought about it until right now.
I might have to look that up. I don't really remember that, and we've had a lot of cereals.
It had a very specific taste to it.
I don't think I ever had it, but I do remember seeing it like in stores.
Yeah, oh my god, we definitely would eat that. Wait a minute. Did they make multiple kinds of cereal? Wait a minute. I could have sworn it was more like little, almost like a mix between a Cocoa Pebble and Cocoa Crispy. Like it was like a harder, almost like a chocolate grape nut. But these look like Cocoa Puff ripoffs.
Yeah, the one that I saw and sort of remember is the Cocoa Puffs ripoffs.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else then.
Yeah, so Nesquik started as the powder, and then they introduced the ready-to-drink drinks, which is what we're reviewing in 1984. They had the strawberry, they had banana, vanilla, double chocolate, dark chocolate, which they just introduced this year. And strawberry banana was also available. Yeah, they had the powder flavors, some of the flavors they discontinued for the powder. They had cherry, mango, triple chocolate. They had a honey powder flavor at one point. Cream soda, cookies and cream. Yeah.
A cream soda milk? I love cream soda. A cream soda milk?
Ew.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. And
That's weird.
Yeah, that's all I got for Nesquik. Ooh, just one final fun fact. April 1st, 2013, they posted a photo on their Facebook page for a broccoli flavored drink.
Oh, they got us.
They got us.
Oh,
Classic
Nestle.
Nestlé.
Classic Nestle.
With their April Fool's pranks.
Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful company.
Yeah. I mean, broccoli flavored drink. That's all I got, guys. The more you know.
Ba, 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 ba. I know. So much more now. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss
You're
Potter.
welcome. You're welcome. Ew.
Ms. Potter, I have to go to the bathroom, except I don't have to go anymore.
Oh my god.
So, now that we're done learning from Michelle, it's time to learn some real shit with Apple Facts, which Josh will be reading this episode.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
So we are going to learn from Josh by Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're kind of like my vessel to the people.
So who's ready for some Apple facts? We got 5 of them, so let's start with number 1. Nesquik is, of course, made by the company Nestlé. This is a company whose former CEO, Peter Brabeck Letmath,
Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it.
once said it was extreme to think of water as a human right. This is, of course, so incredibly wrong, callous, and cruel. I will say, though, that it is every human's duty to watch the direct-to-video Disney film, An Extremely Goofy Movie. Who needs clean water when they can just shake their groove thing? Yeah, yeah.
What
Yes.
a dick.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Ugh.
Everyone's favorite company, Nestle.
I will say I do like Nestle's chocolate more than Hershey.
Wow.
Oh, I'll
Okay.
tell you what. Terrible company. Hate that I support them as much as I do. When I go to the movies, Bunch of Crunch is my candy.
That is good. But like
my
solid
go-to.
solid chocolate bars, Nestle wins over Hershey. I don't like Hershey bars that much.
Ooh, well maybe that'll be a
It's very interesting.
debate one day.
Oh, well, I gave my answer already, so it's a little spoiler.
Wow.
Unless the
Guess
Hershey
we won't
bar
talk
is
about
a symphony bar.
Those are so good.
You've had them?
Yeah, they're real good.
They're delicious. I don't know why they're so much better than a regular Hershey bar. It's made by Hershey.
Yeah.
But let's go into this big boy number 2. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Yoo-hoo is manufactured by the Keurig Dr. Pepper family, which is actually owned by the JAB. Is that JAB?
I think
Or is
it's
it-
JAB.
Okay.
I don't think it's Jab, yeah.
Okay, so by the JAB Holding Company. Not to be outdone by Nestle, but the JAB Holding Company actually has its own scandal. Back in the day, when there were Nazis running around Germany, 2 of the family members who ran the JAB Holding Company were actually, you've guessed it, Nazis. I'm not going to justify these despicable monsters by even providing their names, but what I am going to say is this. What are the chances at least one of our ancestors were Nazis? Oh, what's that? Michelle has blonde hair and blue eyes? Well, shit. I guess we know the answer for one of our hosts. Michelle, sorry I ended up airing your family's dirty laundry.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, but think about that though. Like, what are the chances? Like, one of our family members, like our ancestors, was a Nazi. Probably not very high, right?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't
I don't
think so either.
Just because
But
who,
it's-
who wants to think that?
True, but just imagine having to like rectify that in your mind. Like you have ancestors who were also not didn't die very long ago, by the way, who were like everyone agreed are like the worst people.
Mm-hmm.
Like the world came to an agreement and said we have to stop these people. Like that's insane.
Are
And they
either
make
of
Yoo-hoo.
you are either of you German at all?
Da.
One of my aunts is actually, her family's from Germany,
Ooh.
but I'm not like blood related to her.
Okay.
Michelle. Okay.
She's a wonderful person.
Ooh, that was
Oh,
I would
good.
like to defend her. And also, I'm the only one like in my whole family who has blonde hair and blue eyes. I just need to note that.
Yes, I mean, listen, I'm Euro trash like mixture. Like our ancestry. I'm Irish. I'm Welsh. I'm German. Probably a little English in there. Yeah, all over. I think I'm Spanish too.
Nice.
On my father's side. I think we have a little bit of Spain in us. No French though, which is it's kind of like we're kind of like surrounding France on all sides. We're England, Spain, and German. It's crazy.
I got a nice solid 75 Italian, 25 Irish.
Wow,
Ooh.
that's pretty clean.
I mean, in all
I mean, not
honesty,
clean. I don't mean clean. Like, I meant percentage-wise. I didn't mean like. Oh no, I didn't mean it that way.
Yikes.
I meant the percentage, not the actual blood rate. I didn't mean it that way.
he says, "Oh wow, that's pretty clean."
No,
Oh
I
my
didn't mean it
God.
that way. I'm so sorry. I did not mean it that way. I meant it was like a clean percentage, like 75, 25. It's like
The thing
But Josh,
is that I was gonna actually
I don't think
say
anyone's. I
um,
don't think anyone's blood is cleaner than anyone else's.
that 25 Irish. There might be like a little English in there, but I'm not really sure. It's pretty much mostly Irish.
Oh yeah, I mean the amount of
Yeah. But Michelle, you
unfortunate
said Josh.
history, tragedy between them.
Oh, did you like Ancestry.com? Like, how do you know specifically?
Well, I listen to my mom.
Oh. Yeah, I'm mostly...
I mean, my
Italian.
dad is 100 Italian, and my mom is 50 Italian. So, you know, I get, and then I think the rest she is Irish pretty much. She says there's like I think a little English. I'm not really sure like if there's anything really else in there, but she always kind of just put it 50 Italian, 50 Irish.
Huh,
So
interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I really want to do like figure that out because my mom just like told me today that her grandfather was 50% Mohawk, which is like what? I'm sorry, what? So she would be what, an eighth then, if that's true, and I would be what, a 16? Or no, an eighth Mohawk, and then I would be a 16th, which would be kind of crazy.
yeah, I gotta do more like research and find out like who I actually am.
Yeah, I
Wow,
think she
yeah.
said she's her grandfather was 50% Mohawk, and then she also on her grandmother's side, there's like Cherokee or something, which I think every white person says that they have Cherokee blood in them. Like, that's just a thing that people do. But yeah, that would be interesting to find out. And I don't think that any race's blood is purer or cleaner than anyone else's. I was talking about the percentages.
You're a true Slytherin, Colin.
I'm actually a Ravenclaw.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, you
The
acting like
house
a
that
Slytherin.
nobody likes.
Well, hold on. I'm in Ravenclaw as well.
Yeah, but who likes Ravenclaw?
I think
Michelle?
I am too, actually.
Ooh, 3. We should name it 3 Ravenclaws.
Let's
I gotta,
go.
No more
I gotta
Millennial Milkshake.
retake the quiz though. I don't remember. I'm gonna retake it.
Yeah.
It's definitely the house like
You're
that
right.
has the least going on though. It has like Luna and Cho Chang, and it's
Actually,
like that's it.
no.
I love Luna.
I might have been Hufflepuff. I think I was.
Hufflepuff has like a huge following. Like people who are Hufflepuff are like ride or die Hufflepuff, you know? So yeah, back to chocolate milk, I guess.
So we got apple fact number 3. Let's see here. You might think that Nesquik might be named after how quickly it can turn regular milk into chocolate milk. Not true. It's actually called Nesquik because of the quick buck the Nestle company made off of getting mothers in third world countries to use their baby formula as a substitute for breast milk. They gave away or sold for cheap just enough formula to last until the mothers could no longer lactate, and then jacked the prices up, essentially causing widespread infantile malnutrition in these countries. But hey, at least they have a chocolate bunny as their mascot, right? And that little bunny tail makes me want to shake my groove thing. Yeah.
Jeez.
Everyone loves Nestle. What a great company.
Man, all this stuff I didn't know.
They're the fucking worst. They're literally, people like to say Disney is like the worst company or whatever, and sure, yeah, terrible. They've done bad things, and Nike's the worst. Absolutely. Nestle is like, it's like they're actively trying to kill the world.
That's so upsetting.
And it's
'cause,
not
like,
just for money. It's just like, no, we want to destroy the world.
Ooh, I like the look of apple fact number 4 because this is exactly what I
Something
think of.
caught his eye.
Yoo-hoo is essentially chocolate water. which frankly reminds me of the chocolate waterfall in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, I know we constantly bring this movie up on the podcast, so I won't dwell on it for too long. All I'll say is, if you go back and listen to the scene where Augustus Gloop gets shot up the pipe, I'm pretty sure he yells, "Yoo-hoo!"
How many times can we bring up Willy Wonka on this show?
We really do.
I think it's mostly me, too. I say we. I think it's mostly me to blame.
Yeah, I mean, all I really talk about is just how much I don't like Grandpa Joe. That's really all I contribute to the conversation.
Yeah.
He would be a great worker at Nestlé.
Last but not least, number 5. Back to everyone's favorite company, Nestlé, which pays $200 a year to bottle clean natural water in the town of Evart, Michigan. Did I say that right?
Not sure. Sure. Go for it.
Evart has a population of under 2,000, is home to the Pierre Marquette Rail Trail. Is it Pierre?
I don't know.
All right, cool. And is only 2 hours away from Flint, Michigan. That's right, the Flint, Michigan that still doesn't have clean drinking water due to extensive lead poisoning. The two towns are so close that you could watch an extremely goofy movie 2.5 times in the time it takes you to drive back and forth between them. Do you remember the villain in that movie? I do. His name was Bradley Uppercrust III. He was an old money snob who runs a toxic fraternity on the campus where Max goes to school. You might wonder what Bradley Uppercrust III is up to these days. Well, he's actually the current CEO of Nestlé. That's why they're so extremely evil. Yeah, yeah. I had to like proofread myself like 3 times in that.
It's fine. Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate that that it's Yoo-hoo versus Nestle, and I had to slip some Yoo-hoo Apple facts in there because, I mean, Nestle's just the fucking worst. Oh my gosh. I can't believe a company is that bad. Like, I'm kind of very aware of like all the atrocities that large corporations inflict on the world, but I mean, Jesus, guys, just stop. At a certain point, isn't it enough?
Yeah, that's an overwhelming amount of terrible things to be doing.
No. But they make Crunch bars, so like people love them.
I do love a good Crunch bar.
God, they're so evil, but they make good candy. What do I do?
What do I do?
So
that's it for the Apple facts, guys.
Do we need to decompress after that for a little bit?
Very informative. Thank you, Colin, for the hard research you did.
Those were dark. I went to a dark place with those.
Well, let's get into a happy place and review these wondrous drinks.
Let's do it. Which one do we want to do first?
Yeah, I was going to say, can we start with you?
Yeah, I was going to say
Sweet.
Yoo-hoo.
Michelle, I need to know what you think about Yoo-hoo.
Okay, so when I went into this, I literally thought it was chocolate water. Like, I just thought it was water and chocolate, and that's it. So I was expecting some sort of very weird sort of texture. I don't know what I was expecting. But when I tried it, it sort of tasted like chocolate milk, so I was confused. I was like, how does this taste like chocolate milk? I thought it was just water. And there is like powdered dry milk and like the whey in it, so I guess that's what gives it that like milky flavor. But yeah, I mean, by the end, like I had the little juice box type things. By the end, I was not feeling so great.
Really?
Yeah, and just like thinking about it right now, like if someone handed me a Yoo-hoo, like I would feel nauseous like looking at it.
Wow.
Wow.
So like at first taste, I was pleasantly surprised that it tasted more like chocolate milk than it tasted like chocolate water. But when I was about almost done with the juice box, I was not into it. Not into it.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I felt like I heard a different like like train going. She was talking pretty nicely about it, that it exceeded the water expectations.
Yep. I thought I saw one train coming, and then she hit me with another.
Yeah.
Because I was excited at first. I was like, oh, okay, this sort of tastes like chocolate milk. And then after I kept drinking it, I was like, oh, maybe this isn't so good.
Man.
Yeah. Ugh. I also just like don't really like milk, so that's maybe when I drank like a full cup of milk, I wasn't. Maybe that would happen with anything, but yeah, I didn't love it, I will say.
So okay, from your views on milk in general, I know this isn't exactly milk, but it's pretty similar. I mean, how does it compare to? I mean, you don't like milk, regular milk, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, is this still kind of like in line with that opinion?
Yeah, I think it's still a little like in line with that opinion. Like just, yeah, I've always been very, like as a kid, I was always very against just like drinking a regular glass of milk, and I still like would never really do that.
Oh,
so
as
I
an
feel
adult,
like,
I would not drink a regular glass of milk.
yeah,
Really?
it's just
It's too much.
it like
Too much?
What if you had an
It's
Oreo
gross.
or
Like, it
like a
just
spoonful
makes
of peanut
me-
butter?
That's not. No, that's. I'm thinking about. I take a glass, I pour milk in it, and it's the only thing I'm downing. No,
Okay,
can't do that. Yeah, but yeah, it does go good with. Yeah, it does. It does pair nicely with a spoonful of peanut butter, or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, even.
No, I like a nice glass of milk, even if I don't have anything.
Yeah, can't do it.
yeah. So I feel like by the end of it, after I had drinking like a whole cup of milk, when I have never really done that ever in my life, I was not feeling well.
Well, Michelle, I have a question about. Do you drink like like alternative milks, like an almond or a soy or an oat or a
Yeah.
cashew, if you will? Or I guess you can't do cashew or almond.
Yeah, I can't do cashew or almond, but I do. Yeah, I have oat milk. Like I'll use that, but I'll use it for like recipes or like sometimes putting it in tea or things like that. But again, I've never really like drank it just like straight cup of oat milk.
I think oat milk is the closest to like regular cow milk as far as like consistency and everything. It tastes pretty similar. So I was wondering if like maybe you would try like a chocolate oat milk, if that would be like a thing
That
you'd be
would
into.
probably be better. That sounds a lot better.
I recently just had oat milk the other day, actually.
Oh,
I liked it. I mean, I still like regular milk more, but it was good. I like almond milk too.
Almond milk is too watery for me, which is
That's
kind of
fair.
weird because I'm like, oh, milk is too much. But I think oat milk does have a nice balance where it is creamier. It's definitely creamier than like any of the other alternatives I've had. But I love putting it in my shake. You know,
I do love a
Swallow it up.
good whole milk though. I don't drink it because it's so fattening,
much.
but it's
I can't
so
even drink whole
good.
milk anymore.
Oh well, I don't really, but when I do,
do
it's
a
so
1%.
delicious.
I do a 1%. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit hearty, I want a 2%.
I do like two.
Otherwise,
I honestly do not know the difference.
there
You get a little watery as you go down the percentages until you get to skim, which is
Oh.
just full white water.
skim's terrible.
Oh, so my family, we always had 2%, I think, is what I would always like buy
That's solid.
Yeah.
for my brothers. Yeah, that's good.
That is good. That's
Okay.
like your next step to whole, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we were a whole milk family for a while, but just again, as I'm an adult, I can't do whole milk anymore. It's too much for me. I'll be laid out on my bed for the rest of the day if I drink some whole milk. Kill me.
So I mean, a little disappointing to hear from Michelle, but I'm not really surprised. I was I was anticipating that. Are we gonna stick with YooHoo for both of us, and then we'll go into Nesquik?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So I'll just go right into it on YooHoo. It's been so long since I had it, so I was so excited to finally try it again. I was worried though. I really thought it was gonna be like, I was expecting bad, not bad, but like not as good as I remember. Like Michelle, I was anticipating more water, like a watery, like consistency, but I had it today, and I was still just pleasantly surprised on how much I still love it. Like, I really thought I was not going to enjoy it that much, but this still held my expectations. So this, I mean, not really much to say except I just really enjoyed my Yoo-hoo still.
Ooh, all right. We got some differing opinions going on here. So yeah, Yoo-hoo, I also had the box version. Although, again, I do remember the glass bottle version, and I've very faint memories of the can version. But the little box, the little juice box kind of thing, the taste instantly was recognizable to me. Just boom, hit me. I'm like, okay, yep, this is it. This is it. Guys, it's so smooth. I couldn't believe how smooth it was. I thought maybe it'd be a little harsher, on my throat. It glides down the tongue like it's a Cadillac going down the Gold Coast, baby. It is smooth.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
What's kind of interesting is it almost has like a salty or like a malty taste to it, which is interesting. And I actually have written here, I can kind of taste the box. I don't know how to explain that other than I know that the bottle would taste different. Like, there is a boxy taste to this, which is fine. It leaves that kind of powder / film on your tongue as you're done with it. You can kind of feel the little grains as you're sucking down the rest of it at the bottom of the little excess powder that it has. I think my biggest criticism was I finished it too quick. I sucked it down like nothing. It was done too quick. And it seems to me you guys are kind of struggling to define the taste of it almost. Is it milk? Is it not? It's kind of milk. It's kind of water. But I'm going to tell you guys right now what it is. Okay? It has the taste of a melted fudge pop. That's what it is. It's a melted fudge pop. That's what the taste is. You guys have not had a fudge pop in a while, I'm sure.
No, I have.
It tastes just like a melted fudge pop. I'm telling you.
I have, and I don't like fudge pops.
I can't think of anything. Well, maybe that's.
They're
I
fine.
You like
fudge
this.
Pops.
So, okay, fudge pops are fine, but they don't even come close to popsicles. I don't like the idea of icy chocolate. I don't know why. Like, it's just.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is why it's melted. This is why you like the Yoo-hoo.
The Yoo-hoo is better.
Because the fudge pop even. Oh, I agree 100%. I'm just saying it has the taste of the fudge pop. Because again, fudge pops
I get it.
have that chocolatey and it almost like a salty maltiness to it almost, which is kind of weird because they must put something else into it. But guys, it's 90 calories, 20 grams of sugar of goodness. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Other than when I drank it, I was saying Yoo-hoo.
Oh.
What was interesting, I was not expecting this. I saw that there's more nutritional value to Yoo-hoo than Nesquik.
Unbelievable.
Isn't
that? I think other than what protein, because it's milk, right? Nesquik is milk. It has more protein to it than a Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has way less sugar, and it has like vitamins in it.
Did it have less sugar?
In it.
It did have less sugar?
I think because it's a serving size. Was
okay.
smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, that's an aspect of it too. You got it. Sometimes your serving size has to be I would be interested to see what the glass bottle would be, but no, I was real into the Yoo-hoo.
Very nice. I love.
So should I just kind of
nice.
wrap around to the Nesquik then?
Yeah,
Go for it.
Cool. Thick was my first thought, especially
Yes.
after having it. And it's compared to other chocolate milk, which I don't know if it's fair or not, it's just not as good as like other chocolate milks I've had. I actually have written here clearly more nutrition than a Yoo-hoo, but it doesn't. It doesn't have more nutrition than a Yoo-hoo. It just has more protein to it. Mm-hmm. But I do think the serving size is too big. Like, who wants? I guess the answer is Josh. Who wants 14 ounces of milk though? Like, let's just be honest with each other.
Josh wants 7 bottles of it.
But it also wasn't super chocolatey. Like, I thought I was
Really?
expecting more chocolate to it.
Oh,
I didn't expect a lot. It didn't. compared to the Yoo-hoo.
Really?
It was a peasant.
No.
It was Yoo-hoo was
Yeah.
the rich king of the chocolate, and Nesquik was a peasant, thick, viscous little jester of
Wow.
a little jester of a milk-based product.
I am excited for the ratings.
I am out of here with Nesquik. Nesquik can eat my shit. I am Team Yoo-hoo all the way. I'm tipping my hand. My Yoo-hoo scores better.
Wow.
It was not as good. It just didn't taste as good. It just it tasted
shocked.
it tasted more plain, like regular-ish milk, and Yoo-hoo has a distinct chocolatey flavor to it that is super fake but super good. I am never buying a Nesquik chocolate milk ever again in my life because I feel like I had a strawberry milk about a week prior and that was so much fucking better. The strawberry milk was so good, dude. But the chocolate milk, get out of here with that. Get out of my face, you little rabbit asshole.
Wow.
My jaw.
Wow, okay.
My jaw could not be any lower. That's
I'm
Okay.
also just like shocked
You
by
know
this.
what? I'm just gonna have to come swinging and defend my quick bunny. Okay, so I'm gonna just go right into it. You, sir, got a bad bottle of Nesquik because that
think I did.
was so chocolatey.
No.
Oh
that's
yes,
insane.
and I'm gonna say more chocolatey than Yoo-hoo. Oh yep.
There's no way.
Absolutely.
Yoo-hoo's
And
packed
Michelle
with
is
chocolate.
Michelle is nodding her head. The taste
No.
is so much.
You guys are crazy.
The taste is much more rich. I mean, I don't really know many that would agree with your disgusting opinion towards Nesquik
Whoa.
against Yoo-hoo. I just can't believe it. Okay, so let's just go into it. Nesquik, the quality is just there. You taste it. As soon as that hits your lips, you taste the thickness,
No.
like you said, thick,
It's not quality.
thick,
It's crap.
creamy,
It's crappity.
chocolatey. I mean, granted, it's not my favorite chocolate milk. It is not. I like there's other brands of chocolate milk I like, but this is delicious. As Yoo-hoo is too.
The milk at the end of the bowl of Cocoa Puffs is better than that.
Oh,
Give me the bowl of the Cocoa Puffs or the Cocoa Pebbles or the Cocoa Krispies, whatever. Give me that milk. Bottle that over
is
Nesquik.
appalling.
That's 1,000 times more chocolatey than
That
this pale imitation of chocolate
is
milk.
wrong and unforgivable.
Oh my
That's
god,
like,
it had no flavor to it. No taste. It tastes like milk. If I wanted milk, I would have bought milk. It's not even close. It's not
You're
not
right.
good.
You are right. You couldn't be any more right than you've ever been. Because Nesquik destroys Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo is
No.
fun. Yoo-hoo is fun and it tastes great. And I'm not even saying
Oh.
it's that like much of.
Yoo-hoo's fun.
Oh yeah,
Interesting. Thanks for I agree. Yoo-hoo is fun.
absolutely. I'm defending
Yes.
Yoo-hoo because I love Yoo-hoo, and I don't even think it's not even like Nesquik is running with this victory. But they're both great chocolate drinks.
You're right, because the hare loses the race all of the time. And what is the mascot for the Nesquik? It's a bunny. Bunnies lose. Unless it's Bugs Bunny, but you know.
We got this turned into like a serious debate. We got to put this on a poll.
My disappointment with the Nesquik cannot be overstated. I was going into it. I was like, all right, the Yoo-hoo is pretty good. I really like the Yoo-hoo, but come on. It's Nesquik. This is actual real chocolate milk. There's no chance that this is any worse than Yoo-hoo. No, it was. The Yoo-hoo was so much better. I can't explain it.
Wow.
But I can explain it. More chocolatey. And I will tell you, it took me probably about 4 days to drink that full bottle of Nesquik and get it out of my fridge. I have no more Yoo-hoos. I bought a big pack of the Yoo-hoos, gone from the fridge. Gone. Sucking them down left and right.
It's crazy that you say it's more chocolatey. So I will say this, it's a different kind of chocolatey. Both have a different type of chocolate
Didn't
flavor.
taste much chocolate in the Nesquik.
I just don't
know what
First
to tell
off,
you.
okay, I don't. You said Cocoa Puffs milk is more chocolate. That is
Yes.
so. I mean, unless you're making some weird ass bowl of Cocoa Puffs, you're like letting the Cocoa Puffs sit in the milk for hours on end. I don't know how you're getting a more chocolatey milk than Nesquik. That's just that's unreal to me.
Because Nesquik lacks the punch. It lacks the punch of a chocolate milk. What a chocolate milk deserves.
I am shocked. I am. I want to hear what Michelle has to say because I mean her jaw was almost as low as mine.
Yeah, so I tried the Yoo-hoo first, and then, well, I originally grabbed the Nesquik that I grabbed. I didn't realize when I grabbed it, but it was dark chocolate flavored. So when I drank it, it had this like weird
Oh,
bitter.
no.
So I tossed that and I got the regular one.
Okay, good,
Oh,
good.
thank God.
The milk chocolate, yeah.
So
Maybe I'd like the dark chocolate one more though.
Maybe.
you might, because it is
I
like
do love dark chocolate. I think dark chocolate's incredible.
It's not.
yeah,
as,
you would probably,
It's not
because
as
it
good
does
as milk
taste a
though.
lot like dark chocolate.
Like I still like milk chocolate better, but dark has grown on me.
So I got the correct one. And yeah, the first sip, it's just like way more chocolatey. It's more like
No fucking way.
creamy and like
Yes.
decadent. It's just like a dessert sort of
Oh.
drink.
Preach, Michelle.
Listen to yourself talk. You just called a bottle of Nesquik decadent. What are you talking about?
Compared to the Yoo-hoo?
We're talking about a $2 bottle of milk. You're calling it decadent? Excuse me?
It was like I just had come from the corner store after drinking that Yoo-hoo,
God.
and then someone gave me that Nesquik.
Oh,
Granted,
you
I
highbrow,
still
hoity-toity, breakfast at Tiffany's watching.
listen. I still didn't like the Nesquik. Let me just tell you that. I only took a few sips of it. I was like, oh, this is way better, but I still would never get it.
No,
I would never buy it.
you guys are so off.
It was, yeah, like compare the two, like it's just like, wow, this is real chocolate milk. It tastes more like chocolate. It was just way better in all aspects. But again, like
Y'all
I
are
did
crazy.
not like either of them very much.
We
But if
gotta
I had-
get into these fucking ratings because I'm pissed off now.
If I
Sorry,
had
Michelle,
to
I didn't mean to step on
choose-
you.
If I had to choose one, I would go with the Nesquik for sure.
So I just because I asked my little brother the other day when I got them, I was like, "What do you like better?" And he said, "It's not even close. I'm never gonna answer that. It's Nesquik." So I just wanted to just make sure I wasn't going crazy. I just texted him now. Said real quick, Nesquik or Yoo-hoo? And he said Nesquik 100%.
Did he try it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I gave him one. He still
See?
likes Yoo-hoo
See,
a lot.
my brother said the opposite. He agreed with me. He said he drank it. He was like, after drinking the Yoo-hoo, he's like, he looked at me, he goes, I didn't say anything to him. He looked at me, he goes, it's not as good. I was like, yeah, no, it's not. It lacks the punch
That's
that
crazy.
the Yoo-hoo
Ooh,
has.
that is crazy.
So yeah, we'll do let's do Yoo-hoo scores first. Very interested to see what's going on here. Michelle, score the Yoo-hoo out of 97.
I'm so excited for this matchup.
So, yeah, I didn't really like it. Like I said, I liked it more than I thought I would at first, but by the end, you know, not a huge fan. So for the Yoo-hoo, I'm gonna go 30 out of 97.
Ooh.
Unreal. Josh, give me that Yoo-hoo score, please.
So Yoo-hoo out of 95. Delicious and wonderful. I am gonna go with a solid 80.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Josh,
80.
I am going out of 94. I'm hitting it with an 86.
Wow.
I
all right.
loved it.
It's
there's
fantastic.
the whole thing is gone from my house. I can drink it every day. Oh, I suck it down. It's so good.
Yep.
You guys are wild.
Oh, it's delicious, Michelle. It is delicious.
So
Wow.
goddamn good.
It deserves
Maybe-
the 80s.
Maybe I'm just addicted. Maybe I'm coming to terms with something in my life that I have a Yoo-hoo addiction that I didn't really know about.
I honestly, I loved it as a kid, but, I was not expecting myself to love it this much when I had it again.
Neither was I. I was like, come on. Like, this is going to be one of the all-time letdowns. This is not going to hold up.
Wait, Colin, were you
shocked.
surprised by the 80, or did you think it was going to be lower?
I thought you'd go 70s.
I was
But
originally
80,
I was
yeah.
thinking 78, but I had to give it in the 80s because it's still a delicious drink.
Guys, we got a 69, baby. I don't even care what the rest of the scores are. We got a 69 for Yoo-hoo. Love it. All right. Josh, do you want to give your Nesquik score first? We'll go the opposite way now.
I do. So, let me see here. I know what it's going to be around, but I just got to land on a solid score. It was not a letdown. This was delicious as well, but it just beat Yoo-hoo by a little bit. I'm going to go an 85.
Okay. Michelle? Or wait, I'm sorry. No, it's me because we're doing it back around. Again, disappointed. I shouldn't. Okay. Yeah, I was disappointed. I was going to be like, try to give it some credit. No, it wasn't chocolatey enough. I'm sorry. I have to dock the points. I'm giving it a 44 out of 94.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What?
Holy shit.
What?
Jeez.
I told you I didn't like it. I spent a whole
hey.
freaking... I spent 15 minutes ranting about it. How were you shocked by this score?
I thought it was just more in defense of the Yoo-hoo.
No, I didn't like the Nesquik. I legitimately didn't like it.
Wow.
And I also loved the Yoo-hoo. Michelle, it's your turn to...
Yeah, so I like the Nesquik a lot better than the Yoo-hoo, but I still didn't like it. So I was going to go 43 for our Nesquik. Just a little higher.
Wait
Just
a minute.
higher.
Well, okay, there is a scale to it. No, mine's higher anyway.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Wait, what's higher?
My score was higher because it's out of 94, but it's a 44. So my score is significantly higher than Michelle's. That's crazy. I thought Michelle was going to go higher.
Well, no,
than
because
that.
Michelle doesn't like milk anyway. I mean, you at least like milk
That's
and chocolate
true.
milk. I mean,
I have to do the count.
but I mean, hey, if you think Cocoa Puff milk is better than this, then I mean, if I tasted something like that, I'd have to give it a low score too. I just can't believe the comparison.
This wasn't, I mean, obviously Josh and I both scored Yoo-hoo very high, and Michelle and I were kind of close. So Yoo-hoo ended up winning because of the high scores Josh and I gave it. Nesquik had a 60%, so still pretty close, 69 and 60%.
Well, closer
I
than
mean,
I
that's
thought,
not,
to be
that's
honest.
not a drubbing by any means. But yeah,
So
I guess Yoo-hoo
I'll
is
be
the
honest,
king of
though.
the chocolatey drink.
You know what? I'm not mad because Yoo-hoo does reflect more of the childhood. So I'm kind of happy it came out. But the Nesquik it for me is superior.
Yoo-hoo is also more of a more of a unique thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it exists in its own little world.
Yeah.
Too. So yeah, maybe I'll try Nesquik, despite my promise to not try it ever again.
Did you
maybe
shake it?
Maybe I'll try it again. Yeah,
You shook
of course I
it.
shook it. Of course I shook it.
just don't
What am I, an
understand.
animal?
But you know what? It's kind of funny how like we all had low expectations for Yoo-hoo and kind of like high expectations for Nesquik, and just see that turn out was funny.
Oh yeah, I had, maybe that's why I was so low on the Nesquik, because I had a higher expectation for it and it just kind of fell short for me. But yeah, I don't have to justify myself. I'm my own man. I live by my rules.
That's right.
So yeah, guys, thanks for listening to our rants about chocolate milk. I'm very curious in some time to hear what everyone else has to say about it. Maybe at some point we'll put this up for everyone to vote on. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please give us a nice rating on Apple Podcasts. You can find us anywhere podcasts are found: Spotify, YouTube, Apple. And we also have a Facebook page you can follow us on, as well as an Instagram page. You can follow us there at Millennial Milkshake, and we have a Twitter account. You can follow us there at MilkBasedPod. As far as our episodes go, you can listen to us every Tuesday, and you can follow our personal social media accounts. Colin is going to be on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at The Last Call spelled COL. Michelle is going to be on Instagram. You can follow her at Michelle Thoughts. That's Thoughts the Way You Think. And you can follow myself on Instagram at Joshi, spelled with an IE, _124. So thank you guys for joining me on this debate, this fun little chocolate
Got
milk
heated.
debate. Heated and fun.
I got heated. I need a Yoo-hoo to... Oh, I drank them all. Damn it.
Why don't you just take Michelle's like remaining 10 I think she has?
Yeah.
Did you
So
drink
many.
it cold, Michelle, or did you drink it warm?
No, it wasn't in the fridge when I bought it, so I just drank it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you should have stuck that in the fridge.
It doesn't say that.
It's better in the fridge.
It is, and you really only have to when you open it, then stick it in the fridge.
Oh no, I definitely. Ooh, I
Wait,
didn't know that.
hold on. If you were to buy apple juice, you just drink it warm? Apple juice is on a shelf.
No, I don't know. I guess I just thought it was supposed to be enjoyed not cold.
Gatorade comes on a shelf. It doesn't come cold.
Well, yeah, sometimes I drink Gatorade just like from I honestly
Ugh,
don't know, but
Yuck.
Colin, take the victory and stop complaining. Okay, you won.
No,
You won.
I was no. I was just shocked that Michelle drank it warm. I'm flabbergasted by that.
Yeah, I am a little bit too.
it wasn't warm. It was like a little.
Room temperature.
My room is pretty cold, so it was a little cold, but like it definitely wasn't refrigerator cold.
Well, thank you, Michelle and Josh, for joining me to talk
Thanks,
about
Josh. Colin.
chocolatey drinks.
Thank you
Yeah.
too for joining me tonight.
Thank you guys for joining me.
And let's. Oh, I thought Michelle went already.
Oh.
Started talking over her. I'm sorry.
No, go.
No, go say it.
No, you go. You go.
No, you go.
I went already.
I don't want to go.
What?
Stay creamy.